Welcome to the Shit Apple Podcast, where daily life gets drugged through the mud, wrapped in questionable wisdom, and served piping hot with zero shame. Well, someone's got to say the crazy stuff you're already thinking.
Welcome, everybody, back to the Shit Apple Podcast. I'm Tiffany here with Diana and Shelly, and today's episode is dedicated to dickhead drivers. You know who you are, or maybe you don't, and that's the problem.
Or am I the dickhead? I think I am the
It's
dickhead.
possible.
You've come to terms that you definitely are.
I just basically taught myself how to drive. Okay. Like I had very questionable people. You know how when you go to get your license, they're like, oh, did you sign up for driver's ed? No, I didn't do any of that. I just really learned how to drive. And my mom was letting me drive her car to school before I even had a license. I just had my permit. She would let me take it to school.
That's cool.
My dad would probably lose his mind if he knew that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Does he
Did your-
listen?
I was going to say,
No.
did your dad listen?
Probably not. Anyway,
And you're out there teaching your son now. The
Are you?
same
Oh, yeah,
practices.
just one. No, I will sign him up for the thing that Layla did.
Maybe
Tell me about.
Ross should teach him. No?
That's also a bit questionable.
He's also bad?
He drives kind of like a taxi cab driver. Sometimes he looks, sometimes he doesn't. I don't know. He's just very all over the place with his driving too. I'm sure he wouldn't love it if I said that, but he's not great.
Does he listen?
Yeah. Too late, already recorded.
Tiffany, you have something that bugs you.
I was just racking my brain for today's episode on like things that bug me that people do. And I remembered back to last week when I took my daughter to tennis and I was like backed into a spot and a dad was dropping his kid and he pulled like right. So I was backed up in the parking spot. He pulls right in front of my parking spot. So I'm like boxed in. And he is literally digging inside his nose.
Was there gold in there?
Like digging forever. And he knew I was sitting right there staring at him. He did
No,
not care.
he didn't. He must not have known.
He looked right at me when he parked. He put his car in park. He looked at me, acknowledged my existence, and then just went to town on his nose
Dang.
for like a couple minutes.
A couple minutes. It's a long time.
I'm telling you, maybe 90 seconds. I don't know. It was 90. It was too long.
Allergies are rampant right now.
Ew.
Well-
imagine being the valet guy that has to park his car. Seriously.
Yeah.
And his
Disgusting
wife was in the
steering
car.
wheel.
His kids. I'm like, is nobody
Ew.
gonna like yell at him or tell him not to do this?
Oh my God, right?
But I feel like men think, and I think most men are the nose pickers in the
Yeah.
car because I see it a lot.
I
Like
mean,
my
I-
husband has really tinted windows you can barely see in, but you can still kind of see. Like you have to.
Does he pick his nose in the car?
I mean, probably maybe probably. Just do it. Just do it in the privacy of your own home. Is my request.
Yeah.
That's your request?
We
Okay.
especially when Cameron was little, we told him, go in the bathroom. There's toilet paper there. You can pick all day. You kill two birds with one stone. Go to the bathroom and pick your nose.
Yeah.
Oh, your kids don't have a nose, a booger wall?
Oh, no, we don't.
Gross.
Oh, my boys had booger walls next to their bed. And can I tell you how hard it is to scrub an old booger off the wall?
Oh
It's like
my God.
cement.
Okay, I have a funny story.
Stop.
My oldest sister, she would always tell her kid, like, you can't pick your nose. He's like, but I like how it tastes.
Oh, so
You can't
he
pick your
sold
nose
himself
and eat it. And he's like,
out.
but I like it. I won't name that nephew's name because,
The Macmillans are nose pickers. The boys,
oh my goodness.
nose pickers.
Okay.
That's so funny.
It's disgusting.
Well, yeah, I think I see more men picking their nose down.
In their cars.
Yeah.
I do not like it.
Yeah. I want to say like what someone came to me with this, like kind of how we came to this episode idea. Someone reached out, you know, how we're always saying like, oh, give us your
Yeah.
ideas for episodes. So someone reached out and was like, and she's so nice, my friend. And she said, you know what would be great if we had an episode, if you guys had an episode about treating people nicely, like treating people in person, being as kind as you are in person behind the wheel. I'm like,
Oh.
that's a good episode, but I feel like we should take it one step higher and just talk about dickhead drivers, mainly because I'm the dickhead.
Well, speaking of dickhead, Diana, there was this one time.
This was
Diana?
funny. This wasn't
This was
dickhead.
really
Nobody
funny.
lost their life.
No. One time.
But did you die?
No,
Yeah,
not at all.
did you die? That's
I'm here. Me and my friend Val, my friend Diana, and another lady, we all went to go see Ice Cube in concert because we're
Old.
G's like that. Oh, no, we're G's. And we went to Makayo's first, this restaurant, and it had just opened up. It was the worst restaurant in the entire world, and we were just trying to get out of there. You know, so Val got frazzled and left her credit card there, and we're driving down the freeway, and Val goes, "Oh my God, I left my credit card there, I think." So Diana, who's driving, turns around on the freeway, gets legit, drives up and pulls on the curb at the front door.
It was fine. I was trying to get her into the door quick so she could get her
We're like,
stuff. We were going to be late.
She drives into the dining room fully.
They opened up both doors. No, but she pulled up. She goes, "Go run in, and we'll be right here. We'll be right here waiting for you." And Val's like, "Boy, did I need a drink after. I wasn't going to drink, but I drank after that."
Oh,
it
my
was so
gosh.
funny. Yeah, Diana is
Notoriously.
crazy driver.
I am a crazy driver. I have a long
think
history.
I'm used to it. I personally think Diana is not a bad driver. I don't think she has a great sense of direction.
Well, that's all.
Well, I know.
Okay,
that she
that's a
doesn't.
very supportive friend.
Yeah, but also, it's okay. It's just
Yeah,
that
it's
she's
fine.
A crazy
I mean, she
driver.
doesn't, but I
She
think
can't
that
be perfect. We're not all
I
perfect.
think that lends a lot into it because she'll be, she'll
Last
be
minute turns on the freeway.
I'll be, you
What,
should
there's
go
my
here.
exit.
Yeah, because I have a great sense of direction, and when I'm driving with
Shelly
her,
is an incredible driver.
I
Great
don't,
direction.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm
She
a great driver.
remembers everything. She will be at a road. She's like, "Oh, I've been on this road before," and it's like in the reservation down in Tucson. I'm like, "What?"
No, I've literally never been to Tucson. But I just have a good sense of direction is all.
Yeah.
But
a
I think
gift.
like we're driving and I'll forget that she doesn't know how to get back to my house. And I'm like, "Oh no, you got to turn right
Well,
here."
you take tricky
and
streets.
she's like,
I just know the way
you know.
I go from my house. I don't
Yeah.
know the way from all parts
Right.
of town.
Right.
Well, she does.
Yeah, I
she
do.
does.
And I don't know
But I feel
why.
like that's because you don't drive on the freeway, so you really know
Yeah.
you have a good
Oh,
lay of
yeah,
the land.
yeah, yeah.
Plus, you have
Yeah.
a good
Yeah.
sense of
Fun
direction.
fact: Shelly does not use our freeway system.
No, I don't. And by the way, I was
How do
raised.
you travel to like California? And
Somebody got to
Prescott?
drive Miss Daisy here because
So
I'm
your
not
husband
doing
will
it.
drive you to Prescott? Is that how it works?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And
what's the reasoning? Can
I
you tell our
don't
listeners?
know. I was born and raised in Los Angeles County and Orange County,
Yeah.
which you don't go anywhere without freeway. I am a Californian, like,
Yeah.
Stuart, let's take the 101,
What are you
What are
doing
you doing
here?
here, Stuart? You just get off Sepulveda? That's me. I am streets, I am freeways, I know it. But something happened to me one time and it just kind of clicked in my brain. I was like, I'm terrified. And anyway,
Just the fast speeds.
I don't
and-
know. I don't know what it is.
Interesting.
It's a weird thing. I almost get like vertigo. Like I'm like, oh my God. And I rub my
Does
fingers
it
to
feel
make sure
claustrophobia?
No, it feels like I don't know. I can't explain it. It's like
You
I'm
get
out
like
of
car
control.
sick or something?
No, I
Because
get,
she'll drive, right? You get less car sick when you're the driver. She'll be in the passenger seat.
yeah.
Huh.
Yeah,
that's
I don't
true.
like bridges. I don't like freeways. I don't like to fly. It's
Yeah.
weird, but it
So
started
she's
on the
mental,
freeway.
people. She's
I'm
mental.
a little cuckoo.
It's just mental problems,
Yeah.
really.
But yeah, so I think that's like with Diana. Like I know even the freeways I don't drive, I know how to get somewhere, and like we're a good team. Like I'll tell her to make a Leroy, which is
She's
a left,
basically the brains
and I'll
behind the
tell her to
operation.
make a Roy, which is right.
Yeah.
You guys,
And
I can't.
and Tiffany loves that.
No, I don't, because guess what? Left is one consonant. Leroy is two. It's much easier to say left than
But
Where
it's
does
so
that
much
come
fun.
from? Where
Like,
does that
what
come
is
from?
Greg,
Okay.
Greg, I think told Bill one time to make a Leroy up ahead, and Bill told me, he goes, Greg told me to make a Leroy or something, and I've never gone back. And that was years ago.
Yeah.
But sometimes she'll say like, "Wait, a Leroy," like she'll forget it, and then you'll kind of
Well, I
confuse
don't-
me.
I
And I'm
don't-
like,
here's what
well,
I'm
I'm waiting here, wondering if I'm going left or right.
I'm great at directions. I don't know my left from right, so I always have to do
Yeah,
this.
yeah. So
L.
it's a delayed Leroy or Roy, and I'm trying to turn left or
Make
right
a,
here.
a Leroy.
Yeah.
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 Then I have to translate Leroy in my brain, so it's confusing.
There's a lot of steps. Well, this is what I suggest for you. Go on a road trip with her. You'll have those locked in because
true, yeah.
Shelly doesn't drive on the freeway, as you know. And the first time she had
So
to,
she enlists you.
well, the first time she drove with
Great
me
idea.
on a cheer competition, we were
Yeah,
taking the
we had
kids
to
to
go.
cheer. She volunteered willingly to drive with me. She didn't know what the hell she was in for. She's like, no. So you don't have to race the truck driver. The truck driver is your friend.
Yeah,
You don't have to
it's
cut
true.
him off.
It's true.
My dad owned a big trucking company when I was growing up, and he did say, like, everybody that's like, oh, I hate truck drivers, they hate you more.
Right.
And but not necessarily even hate, they're scared of you. You know, because you zip in and out and they can't see, you know. We
don't
should
wanna, hit anybody.
Listen, I'm not saying they're great, but it's like we should be more respectful of them.
That's
And
their job.
then
They're working.
Yeah, they are working and they're hauling all this stuff. But also on the way to Vegas, we used to go to Vegas a lot when I was a kid. And like you're supposed to drive in the right lane. Wait.
You pass in the left. Left
Yeah.
lane
Pass
is for
in the
passing.
left.
Drive
Right.
faster in the left.
Yeah.
If you're going slow, move the hell over.
Right.
But when
And-
it's like 2 lanes, you shouldn't be riding in the left lane, no matter how
Hell
fast
yeah,
you're
you
going.
can if no one's
shouldn't
behind
be,
you.
but people do, like my husband. But I will also say, like, if there's somebody, you know, that wants to pass you, let them pass you, because that's what I was saying about they are your friend. Like, if something happens, you might need them. Don't ride their ass. Don't get mad at them. Don't flip them off. Who cares if they pass you? I don't understand. Like, my husband takes it personally. He's like, well, I was going 5 miles over the speed limit. I don't know why they needed to get in front of me. Because they're going faster than you. It has nothing to do with you personally.
that's-
Like
That
he
is-
takes
that-
it personally, like they're attacking him and his terrible
Apparently.
driving skills.
I don't get it.
Also, Bill does sound like that.
Yeah. Yeah, it sounds like that.
But he is filled with logic and reasoning, so I could imagine why he's
is.
like, well, let me weigh
Yeah.
the reasons why they think I'm not a good driver.
I'm going
I could,
70.
I could
The
see
speed
that.
limit is 65. How much faster must they go? You know, and
Yeah.
it's like
At
none of
least
your
10
business.
over.
Right.
10
Just
over,
keep
man.
driving. Who cares?
Yeah.
But like some people will get offended at people passing them and flip them off and stuff. But boy, if
Really?
you break down, yeah,
I get offended at that. I'm like, okay, you want me to go faster? I'll go faster.
I'm just a big fan of being friendly to all drivers. Like I also told Layla, you know, Layla's 16 now and she drove, and I was telling her a lot about like the things that they don't teach you in driver's ed. I was like, you know, like let people pass you if they're speeding or whatever. You don't know where they're going.
Yeah.
They might be speeding to a loved one.
Right.
They might be
true.
whatever. You
don't know if they have a gun.
And it doesn't matter.
Right.
Let somebody get in front of you. Like when everybody merges and they keep
Yeah.
speeding
Yeah, I
up.
hate that.
Chill out.
Yeah, I agree.
But I also think
I feel like it slows the process down
It
too.
does.
It's like if we just let one person each time,
Yeah.
it would go so smoothly.
But
Yeah.
then there's those cars that never let anyone in, and then I get mad, and I do take
Yeah.
that person. I'm like, okay, because I always like to let people in, but then I also want the next person behind me to let, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
be fair and
Yeah.
reasonable about it. Just, you know, don't be a dickhead.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, that's my take on driving.
And so, you never got in an accident on the freeway?
I've
or
been in
anything?
accidents. Yeah.
Like what kind of accident? Like
long
a
time
fender
ago.
bender or like a full blown?
I don't know. I don't know. It was
No, not really.
yeah, it's kind of boring.
Yeah,
you know?
I've not really been in like a full blown accident. I've been in like fender bender kind of situation.
Oh, that's lucky.
But
Yeah.
this young lady has had her fair share.
I've had a fair share.
Do you have any good stories?
Well, I have one story. My first car accident was probably when I was 7 or 8. I was operating the vehicle.
Wait, oh God.
I'm sorry.
Okay, so this is the story. I'll make it quick because this
Wait,
is
I'm
only
sorry.
one of many.
I'll
one
make
of many.
it 7 or 8, not 6 or 7.
Not 6 or 7.
7 or 8.
Oh, 7 or 8.
Years old,
So-
not
yes.
months ago.
So I was in a car where like the mom was like washing the car, and it was a convertible. It was in the driveway, and she had the keys in the ignition, and I was with my cousin, and she was probably
Back in the 80s.
3 or 4.
I can see it
Yeah,
now.
back in the 80s, in the driveway. And the mom had the keys in the ignition to have the music on because, right, it's a nice day. We're in Vegas, washing the car, whatever. And my cousin must have like switched the car into reverse. Well, I was sitting in the driver's seat, so I don't think
Doesn't your foot need to be on the brake? Or
that-
the
we're
cars
talking
in the
old
80s.
cars.
This was in
Yeah.
it.
You didn't
like,
need that
for
back
whatever.
then?
No, I hate that you don't know that, you young bitch.
She was
But
barely
like,
born.
I was born in 82.
Oh,
and,
jeez.
and when you
I already
a
had
car in the-
grandchildren at that
a
age.
car in the 70s or 80s, you didn't have to have your foot on the brake. We should
No,
Google-
for real. I don't
GTS
think you
that.
did.
Okay.
Well, maybe.
Stephanie says you didn't.
Yeah,
You could just put.
I don't think
just
I mean,
change
clearly
that.
from my story, that's how it happened. So
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
I wasn't. Because then my aunt was like, "Step on the brake, step on the brake." I'm like, I don't know
I'm
which one the
7,
brake is. As the
lady.
car is, and the best part
You
of the
step
story,
on the gas. Exactly.
and either go through the garage, or the best part of the story was my uncle was inside, like, and he had just had this friend come over to show off his new sports car that was in the driveway.
Oh,
It was
no.
parked behind us, so
No.
it slowly rolled, hit his car,
Oh, my
and
God.
Brand new
into
car.
the street. Yeah, it was a devastating day for those people. Not me, because I
You
didn't
got
even
to
know.
drive.
And I had no idea what was
I
happening.
mean, they're lucky they didn't like injure the kids in
Yes,
the car.
yes,
Like,
yes.
no
It
one
was going so slow that it was fine. Plus, we had the car behind us to slow.
Just slow your. Just
The
slow
new
it.
sports car
down.
to stop your.
Thank
Yeah.
God he parked behind you guys. There
So-
could have been a different story.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
kidding. That's hilarious.
But I have a long history of accidents.
What's
so-
your most recent one?
Oh, I don't have a very recent one. I think the last one the most recent one.
Oh wait, actually,
Okay, actually, this has happened to me twice. I should be so embarrassed. We might have to scrap this episode after I hear it.
no. Air it out.
so-
Hey, I talked about having cardboard cutouts of Twilight.
Oh my
people.
That's
God!
true.
So if I
Twilight.
can talk about that, you
I
can talk
still
about
can't get
yourself.
over it.
True.
It keeps me up at night.
It's a good thing your dorkiness is like,
I am a big nerd.
it's suppressed dorkiness.
That's nerdier than my Star Wars nerdiness.
I bet I could find some weird stuff.
Okay,
I still
want
wanna
to
see
those
I want to
pictures.
continue to like you.
Okay.
Don't go there.
I am who I am.
I still want to see
right,
the
Papa.
Twilight pictures because I feel like that's really going to seal the deal for me.
I
Too.
should. I'll have my girlfriend. She's a good historian. She will pull those up.
Yeah.
Please, please.
Yeah. We might even post that on social, depending on how good it
might.
is.
I'm down.
That's
I am
happening.
down.
Oh, all right. Well, my most
Okay,
recent
yes.
episode behind a wheel was, and this isn't the first type of car accident I've gotten, damaging two cars in one fell swoop in my driveway.
In your drive.
No, I was just backing out of my driveway in a rush, and a Roche had parked like kind of in the center of the driveway. Again, my fault because I should have looked in my rearview mirror, but I'm so used to peeling out of my driveway,
too.
my garage, that I just
I've
we
had some close calls doing
matching
that.
Honda Pilots. He had a gray one, I had a white one, and I hit his Honda Pilot with my Honda Pilot, and then he promptly got a different car because he's like, "This car's bad luck." But
Is
before
the
I had
car
my
bad
license,
luck, or
So it didn't have rear view.
it
the
did.
camera?
It did.
Oh,
That's I
okay.
think why
it
he
was
was
beeping
so
at you and you
confused.
kept going?
Yeah, because I was like, "What is that beeping? It's so distracting." But I was going so fast, I didn't even have a chance to hear
His
the beep.
warning was distracting.
What is that beeping? Why is this car
Also,
beeping at
fun
me?
fact about me, I don't buckle my seatbelt when I get in the car.
I don't either.
I buckle it as I'm reversing. So there's
me
lots of
too.
sounds happening.
Oh no, my husband
what
will.
that's about.
Every time he's talking to me in the car with his, the car, whatever.
It's dinging.
It's dinging, always in the background. I'm like, I've been on the phone with you for 15 minutes listening to the seatbelt. I'm like, you've been in the car for at least 20
He
minutes.
doesn't use a seatbelt?
He doesn't even hear the beeping,
Oh
you
my
guys.
gosh.
He doesn't.
You
That's
become immune
he
to
doesn't
it.
even hear it. I'm like, can you put your seatbelt on? It's driving me nuts, and I'm not even in the car.
He's like on a business call. And
He's
this
like, "Oh,
person
yeah."
just hears, they're like, "Are you at the hospital? Beep."
Like Bill says, like,
But you have similar brains.
yeah,
We do.
He's like, Bill, like, will be talking to his clients, and there's just a fire alarm going on in the background. And then when he talks to him again, the beep.
Oh, yeah,
like
like
change your
the-
battery. He's
Oh.
like, I'll talk to him again. It's still going on. He goes, I would go crazy.
Bill?
Same.
His clients,
Like when they
like
call.
some of his clients. So he's probably
Oh, that would drive
probably
me
like
nuts.
that, and he's just like, I don't even notice it.
This is a very side note, but this is a mystery to me, and maybe you guys can solve it. Why do the batteries always go bad at night or early in the morning? Do you notice that? It's never in the middle of the day.
Sure.
It's always at night or like early morning, like 3, 4, 5 a.m.
Yeah.
I don't
Nobody
know if
else?
I've ever noticed that. Yeah. I don't
Well,
know if we
you
might not have a
probably
fire
wouldn't
alarm.
notice.
No, beeping noises.
You have
irritate.
a fire alarm.
Do we?
No, they
hope
don't.
so.
I don't know if I've
You,
ever heard
you
a beep.
backed up a car and didn't notice, and you said you
Oh
drive
yeah,
without a seatbelt.
that beeping. But like, if my kid is in the house and they're like, "Bing, bing, bing," bing," I'm like, "Stop that noise! That makes me crazy."
I know.
I
do.
hate when kids make noises like
I hate when kids
repetitively.
make noises.
repetitively.
That's
Oh my
like-
God,
that's
yeah.
a period
Cameron
at the end
does
of
those
that sentence.
edits on TikTok, and so I hear the same
Song?
50,000 times. I'm like,
I've turned into camo
It's
because
same.
I'm editing
Yeah, you're
videos now, and
editing.
Josie will be like, "Can you stop?" Like, now you know what it feels like.
it's like, oh my God, if I hear that song, my anxiety.
Oh,
Oh, Josie hates that song. She's
Oh
like, I
my God,
can't.
now I do.
She's like, I can't hear that song.
Ugh.
And of course, the twins, that's their favorite song.
That's funny.
They do.
That's
They
funny.
test your anxiety, for sure.
All right, do you have any more?
I have so many. I mean, this
But do
whole
you have a
episode.
good one?
A good one? No. Well, before I had my license, I backed my car into my mom's car.
A lot of backing into cars. She's
Yeah.
not looking.
Yeah. Hence why all the accidents.
A
Often
lot
not
of
looking.
accidents do happen when you're in reverse.
Well,
You have to be careful.
actually, I just thought of this. I forgot. My mother-in-law.
Oh.
So she lives with us. We have a little separate home attached to our home that is her home. So don't
Like
worry.
an attached casita.
Yes. Anyway, during COVID, we got a phone call that his mom was in the hospital, and Bill's like, he's on the phone. We were at a restaurant, and he's outside talking to whoever the person was, and he's like, gets in the car, and he's like, I got to go get my mom. She's got to come live with us. His dad was in a hospice. Blah 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 blah. And I'm like,
You're
funny
like,
how
wow.
10 seconds can just change your life. And he's like, she's got to come live with us. We got to figure something out. And I'm like,
Today?
yeah. Well, no, he was like, I got to go get her tomorrow. She ran over herself. And
Wow. How?
so I'm going to circle back to that statement though. Okay. So remind me.
Okay.
So she put the car in reverse and gets out it was in drive, and she would push it up to park, but she landed on reverse. So she immediately got out of the car, and it knocked her down, and it ran over her. And I mean, it crushed her, like her pelvis, her leg, everything. She was immobile.
I did not know this.
Yeah.
And she's like, how old was she? Like,
Well, at
in
the
her-
time, she's like 80. I don't
Early
know.
70s?
Wow.
No, late
70s?
70s. No,
Oh,
she's only been with us since like
During COVID.
2021, 2022. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Anyway, but here's the fun kicker to that, with me circling back. Bill got in the car and he's like, I got to go get my mom. She ran over herself again. So yes, folks, that was the second time my mother-in-law had run over herself.
Ay, ay, ay.
So yeah,
She's
I
lucky
guess,
to be alive.
I guess I'm
She
doing
is.
good. I've never
yeah.
done that.
Same.
Diana,
Same.
you're
because
you're killing it. You're killing
it. Don't leave me
with a
hanging,
full
girl. Give me
brain,
a high
buddy.
five.
You're working with a full brain.
Yeah.
Am I?
But I could see how someone older, like as
Yeah.
cars get newer and all the new bells and whistles, they can be very distracting. And didn't she
Yeah.
have a new car when that happened?
Who
Yeah.
found her? Like, how does one? She's just laying there. She can't get up.
Well, the
She's been
car
run over.
kept
Where did the car go?
going, and it ran because they had this like gate with the open and closed gate, and it
It
was
stopped it?
brick. Yeah, and it ran into the brick part, and like I guess a portion of the brick fell down or something, and somebody saw
it?
that, and then they heard her. She doesn't have a
Yelling.
very loud voice, but she thinks she does. But
She
she's
is
like,
quiet.
help, help, help. And so they were like, what's all this? So okay, I do have something else, as far as dickhead drivers,
Okay.
but there's also dickhead walkers.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and I looked it up, and I even asked Bill. I said, because he told me a long time ago, pedestrians are not always in the right. You don't get
True.
a pass just because if you're just walking and you just turn out, you don't even look, which happens all the time.
Very un-Californian. Of
Yeah,
you.
well, sorry,
because they are big into pedestrian rights.
So you can just if you get hit, it's not necessarily the driver's fault. And that happens a lot. You don't just get automatic pedestrian rights. Please, everybody,
You have to
look
look.
left and right.
And I think Arizona has like the highest fatalities of pedestrians.
Do they really?
I think so. It's pretty high. It's
we also
definitely
are
top five.
stupid.
I wonder why.
I've never seen
think it's-
anything in my life until I moved to Arizona. How many times do we have to go enter the wrong way on the freeway?
There's
Do
a
you-
lot of that.
There's a lot
But
of
I think
that.
because this isn't a big freeway state,
A lot of old people.
yeah, a lot of old people, and it's not a big freeway state. Where like in California, that doesn't happen as often, probably because most people drive on the freeway. That's my
God,
opinion.
it
but-
drives me crazy.
all right,
We
any
have bad
times where you
drivers.
guys were the dickheads or someone?
I mean,
did it-
I was racking my brain, and I'm a pretty good driver, I would say. But I had a moment. One time I was going to the movies, and I had my mom in the car, I believe, and my son. And he was, I don't even know how old he was, but we were going to the movies, and I found a great parking spot, and I put my blinker on, and I was sitting there waiting for the lady that had the spot to pull out. And she kind of pulled out to where it kind of blocked me, she pulled out the spot, and I was like, here. And people that are listening don't know what I'm saying, but she kind of blocked me. And as
She got in front of
she
her.
was leaving, another car whips around the side and pulls into my parking spot. And I sat there very patiently for 5 minutes waiting for the
Right.
spot. So I was waiting. And
Right.
so when this woman did this, it was just a single woman in the car, I blacked out.
You saw red.
I blacked
get
out.
that.
I slammed on my horn and just laid on it. And I'm not like really, I'm not I don't have a like insane amount of
You're not
road
horny?
rage. I really don't. And I have friends who have like crazy road rage.
Me either.
But I, like, what's the word? I just like, I floored my car and then braked, right? And then I got out of my car. I got right up next to her car. I had her roll down the window. I said, you better get, like, I used a lot of profanity.
Okay, let's hear. I want to hear what you said.
I don't remember specifically. There's a lot of F words. And I said, if you don't get out of the spot, I'm going to move you out of the spot right now. And she was
Oh,
terrified.
she's like, this bitch
Good.
is crazy.
And I had my son in the car and my mom, and they were just like, jaws
Which
dropped.
son? Which
My
son?
oldest, Ryan.
Okay.
Ryan.
And
That's funny.
she moved, and I got my spot. But it just reminded, I don't know if anyone's seen Fried Green Tomatoes.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite
Kathy
movies. If
Bates.
you haven't, with Kathy
have.
Bates, and
Love it.
she's like waiting at the grocery store, she's all happy, and then these young girls and like this beetle bug come and steal her spot, and she loses her mind and starts going Tawanda and starts hitting the back of their car, reversing, hitting it again,
Yeah.
reversing, hitting again. I was like, I almost had a Tawanda moment.
Yeah.
Like I almost did that.
That's funny.
How like was this lady older?
She was like,
Older than you?
I mean, I was in my 20s at the time, and she was probably like in her 40s, 50s.
and
Probably
she
50s.
moved. And she moved. And
She
was she
moved.
an asshole
Did she
about
say
it?
I'm sorry or whatever?
She was stunned that I was at her
Yeah.
window. I don't remember what she said. She was quiet.
Yeah.
And she got out.
Good.
All right. Well, that.
But she was in the wrong.
She is.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, stop stealing.
It was not cool.
Well, she might not have seen that your blinker was on
She
when
might
your
not,
car was
but
blocking
I was
you.
sitting there for so
Yeah,
long.
but she moved, and
She wasn't gonna move.
yeah.
No.
Oh, she
I
wasn't.
had to, oh no, I had to get out of the car to
Okay.
move her.
Even after you laid on the horn.
Yeah.
What a bitch.
Yeah. One time I was driving the kids to like a soccer game. It was early morning. And I was a dickhead. What a shock. And I was like, this car stops. A lot of cars like at the field stop to let their kids out of the car, which is fine, except you're in a busy parking lot. So people have to like go around and figure out what they're doing. So this car stops. So I'm like, "Meow," and then I pull in, and he might have been planning on taking the space that was ahead of me, but I went ahead and took it. And then turns out it was a friend. It was like a parent from school's husband. Then he waved at me. I was like, wow, how embarrassing. How embarrassing for me. What a dickhead I am. But whatever. He drove away. So
He just talked mad crap about you after to his wife
yeah.
and
But
everybody.
I admit that I'm dickhead. I'm not like, what? No. Like I'm very aware. I don't mean to be
I
such
was gonna say, you didn't try, right?
and I don't mean to be such an aggressive driver. Although one time I was at Costco.
Although.
There's all these extra stories. Although,
Although
wait,
the one time I was at Costco getting gas, and in San Diego there's 3, and maybe some of them here, but there's 3 gas spots.
Yeah.
So I like to wait until they're clear, and then I pull all the way up to help the
Yes.
line. You don't just
That is
dart-
Costco
etiquette.
protocol
It's
etiquette.
etiquette.
You
yes.
do wait until the last one. You do.
Yes, that's what I was doing.
Some
and
people
so
don't.
some guy got mad, and then I was waiting, and then he was
He
in the
went
yeah, and he was like one car behind me. He went in front of me and took the spot. I'm like, that defeats the whole purpose to ease up the line, dickhead.
cut you and the person behind you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's aggressive. Costco parking lots are some of the most stressful
But I
parking
feel
lots
like-
next to Trader Joe's.
True, but I feel like in
People
the gas
get very aggressive.
in the gas station they need like the guy with flares and the hat like the thing and waving people around.
They should, actually.
I mean,
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Airplane. Yeah.
The parking lots, especially around the holiday times at Costco.
Yeah.
Whoa. The stress levels are high.
Yeah. For
Oh,
sure.
the holidays, yeah.
I have this.
Did you
magic-
say airplane?
Well,
Like an airplane. I
like
thought you
an
were talking about the
airplane
movie.
guy,
Airplane.
but no, that's a hilarious movie.
It is.
But I have this magical power. I have a couple magical powers, and
You do.
one of them. One of them is I get really good parking at Christmas time, and it's so weird. And I actually take pictures of my parking place and show Bill. And at Costco at the holiday time, everybody he wants
I
to
feel like
drive
Bo
with me.
has
'Cause
that magical.
I don't know
power
what it
too.
is. It's like, I mean, everybody will be lined up and stuff, and I'm like, dee, 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 zoop,
Whoop, right in the front.
yeah, right in the front. I have picture. I mean, sometimes it comes up like on my Amazon back in this day, 4 years ago. I'm like, oh, that's when I got
It's
that front
always
row
in
parking.
December.
It's so funny. I don't know. Stephanie was telling me, here's another thing that bugs the heck out of me. I've seen it happen at the elementary school where this guy, and I hate this guy. Is he at our school
I don't
anymore?
think so.
Okay, so he's at the next school.
Yeah, because I'm not at
next
their
school.
elementary school.
Damn it.
He's probably they're in high school probably by now.
Oh, okay, good. He got mad at this lady was letting people out of there's these driveways. It's a system. It's a crazy dumb system. Anyway,
is.
and so the last car she let have the right of way, and she sat there for a few minutes. I'm not kidding you. Like in a 1988 horror film, cool guy clip, he peeled out and went in front of her all of 25 feet because she didn't pull up fast. And did he get out of his car? I'm going to have to ask Monica
A
about this.
parent did this in parent
A
pickup?
man, yep. And he screamed at her.
No.
I'm not kidding you. And from that moment on, and everybody always tries to make excuses for him. He's not good looking. Stop.
What does that mean? You get
Well,
to be
that's
a
what
ticket-
everybody's. He's like, but he's still good looking, and you kind of
What?
just forgive it. Yeah.
What?
And then I'm not
Excuse
kidding.
me, no.
Oh, well, he's so nice.
That'll make me hate you more.
He's so nice here, and he's so nice there. No,
Well, he was having a road rage moment.
I don't care.
Yeah.
You don't ever
Okay,
do that.
when this
and then when
is-
there's
I need to know
children
who this is
around,
and
and
when.
then you scream profanities at a woman just because she took too long to move up.
That's really gross.
But Stephanie was telling me that she was trying to pull out because Stephanie has like this Gucci parking spot that she buys at the school, and it's like front row, Little Joe.
Yeah.
Oh, that's back row, Little Joe. Anyway, it's front row, and she was trying to make a left turn, and this guy cut her off, and then he starts like she rolls down her window, and he's like going fast. Am I saying it right? And then he rolls down
and
his
all
window.
the while in a school zone.
Not only in a
he
school zone,
passes
in
her
the
though.
parking lot.
He passes
Yeah,
her. Like you
passed her.
can hit somebody.
There's
very
little
dangerous.
kids. Oh, I hate dropping Cameron off in the morning. It's like these little kids zipping in and out.
Yeah.
But if I hit them, it's not necessarily my
Oh,
fault.
okay.
Well, the middle school's worse because the kids will just jut out right in front of the school
Oh
bus.
my
You don't
God.
even see them
the
coming.
high schoolers are
They're so
terrible.
dumb. I'm like,
Terrible.
you're
Well,
gonna
and
get hit.
now
Just
They don't
wait.
even look.
They don't look. They're looking at their phone.
They don't even look.
And I feel like people like that are at the grocery store. Even they're just dee, 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 with their carts, and they never look left or right. I
Yeah.
mean,
No.
even
They think they have the right of way, like you said.
feel like-
everyone thinks
But
they have
so
the
many people are
absolute right of way.
distracted, like drivers, and you could get hit.
You could get hit. And by the way, if you do that to me, I'm suing you, the pedestrian,
Yeah.
and you're going to pay for the damage to my car, dummy.
Yes, if the car had the right of way, you will win that. But we still don't want to mow over pedestrians.
We don't, but we also don't want pedestrians
Thank you
not.
for reiterating
Yeah,
that, China.
I don't.
Thank
She
you.
says it with such conviction, like she's like, "You better not be in my way if it's my
You
turn."
better not be. It infuriates
I
me.
think
The
she needs
rudeness.
it.
We should put this in accountability. Take accountability for walking across the damn street. All you do is go left.
It's just like-
excuse me. All you do is Leroy, Roy.
Yeah.
Leroy, Roy.
Yes,
And then you
true.
walk.
True. Well, I want
Timmy
people.
loves that.
I want people to take accountability when they're in the Costco with their giant carts going the wrong direction. When you're going up the aisle, stay on
Yeah.
the right side,
Yeah.
not the left side.
Yeah.
Okay, you're going against traffic. You don't feel the uneasiness of everyone
Read
as you're
the
going
room.
again.
That's
Read
my
the
husband. My
warehouse.
husband like walks on the left. I'm like, can we get over to the right, please? This is very uncomfortable. People are walking at us. We're irritating people. Can we kind of move
Yeah.
over here?
Yeah.
No, I'm a right. I like to stick to the rules, you know?
Yeah.
The
Well,
rules
I
of the
do
road.
like. Well, I mean, listen. I don't adhere to all rules, but I certainly don't want.
But there are
to get
laws
in
of
an
the land you
accident.
have to adhere to, and that's one of them. And
Yeah,
driving in the
agree.
left lane.
Agree.
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
Going slow in the left lane. I just feel like sometimes I'm just have a lot of rage in my day, and I'm like driving around.
I feel
It
like I do
doesn't-
too, but I'm oddly calmer in my car.
You're a really good driver.
I'm
You
just-
are
I'm like-
very good
for
driver.
face
I'm like,
value,
go,
you
go,
would
go.
expect Shelly to be
Yeah.
a wild woman behind the wheel.
Yeah.
And you'd expect this one to be kind of calm, but it's kind of the opposite.
What about me gives you calm vibes behind the wheel?
Like she's just a slightly more aggressive.
I'm just meaner.
Human. But I don't feel like she's aggressive behind the wheel. I feel like she would be like like playing block blast while she's
Okay,
driving.
I do
Either
that
a bad
at
driver
stop-
or
at
an
stop
aggressive
sign.
driver, I would expect from her.
Yeah, true.
Just like, remember you thought she was, remember when you were pointing at her? What was that thing where you thought she
She
was?
thought I didn't return my shopping cart.
Yeah,
and
you
I do.
assume things.
Oh my
but
gosh,
you
I didn't
realize-
return my cart the other day. I got mad at.
You
I
just
got
said
mad
you
at. I know.
always return.
I'm telling
I know.
Lisa on
I was
you.
mad. I don't remember what happened. What was I mad about? I don't know. I was like, screw these guys. I
This'll show 'em.
intentionally didn't do
Their
it. I
prime
was
rib
just
was
mad.
not on sale. I'm not putting
It
my
was
cart
so
back.
dumb. Why did I do that? I don't remember. We'll circle back.
We'll circle.
Okay.
It'll
We'll
come to
Circle
you.
back. Yeah, I can't remember, but it was so intentional. I was like,
It was so
I kind of felt a
intentional.
little guilty. I was like,
You were laying in bed at night thinking about not returning that shopping cart. It was
maybe
really.
I should go back and see if it's still there.
Oh my goodness.
But yeah, I always return my shopping cart. You know?
Except for that one time.
You know what else I do?
I always accept.
You know
the
what
one
else
time.
is a nice thing to do in a
What?
shopping cart situation?
What?
When somebody is walking their cart back, just say, "I'll take that." And
I
just
always do that.
Zip, oh,
Me
good.
too.
Zip
Especially
right
for
back
an
in.
older gentleman or,
Yes,
or
or-
lady.
yeah.
I will always offer to return their cart.
Yeah, and I remember one time Cameron was
I'll
like,
even help them put their groceries in
you
their
do
Yeah,
cart.
me
that?
too. I've done that. Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's the nice thing to do.
Yeah.
Agreed.
And I think it's good for kids to see that. So
Yeah.
they're like, oh, that's
I know because
polite.
Cameron was like mortified. He was like, oh, "How embarrassing!" I'm like, "What's embarrassing?" Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, no, we're teaching them how to
Well,
behave.
I mean, they think everything's embarrassing.
Talking to somebody else
Talking-
in public.
Yeah.
Just opening my mouth, coming out of the house.
God, you must embarrass him constantly because she's chatty.
To be fair, I think Cameron likes it. Like my kids both are always like, "Go get him, mom. Go get him." I'm
Josie would love you because she's always like, honk, honk. And
Yeah.
I'm like, no, I'm not going to honk. She loves when I like am aggressive.
Oh
driving.
my God,
Like, I'm not
I
going to honk
do.
at school.
Who doesn't like a spicy person?
I love to honk. I don't love to honk, especially in the Tesla.
I don't think I've ever heard you honk.
Do Teslas honk?
Yeah, they do.
Have
They
I
have
ever
a
heard a
weird
Tesla
button.
honk?
It's a weird button. It's not like honk honk.
It's
like
not?
No,
It's like
So you
not
gotta
being able
reach
to
up?
hang up the
dumbest
phone.
thing. I know. I gotta stop texting. And no, I'm just kidding. But so I dropped Swig off. He's there right now at his daycare, and it's over.
That's her dog.
That's my dog, Swiggy, or Swig, and his daycare is on a curve. You go right there, and then you park right there, right?
Yeah,
And these
right there.
people they come around this corner, and they don't give it's a blind corner, and nobody gives it any grace. But what bugs me is number one, the people going so fast around a blind curve.
Mm-hmm.
Also, you will be at fault. I will sue you and take your home. And then
Jesus.
I got a free attorney. I could do that all day.
She always threatens a suit, but she's never had one.
Well, everybody they know better.
They stay away.
They know better. And then what I freaking hate is when somebody is backing up. You see their rear view. What is it? Rear
Lights?
Their backup
Reverse
lights,
lights.
reverse lights.
Yeah.
On, and you speed up.
People that don't stop when you're trying to get out of a spot, and they
Yes.
speed past you. It's,
It's
like,
n-
couldn't you wait 2 seconds?
2 seconds. But I get it
I'm
if
already
you were
halfway
already
out.
I get it if you were in the middle already. But when you're all the way down the street,
Yeah,
and
I know what you're
rush
talking
to
about.
get by me,
That
where are you
pisses me off.
going?
Pisses me
What's so
off.
fast? Yeah. Why couldn't you
Because they
wait
want you to stop
2
so they can
seconds?
get past you.
Also, I would not be at fault. I should just let somebody hit me.
Yeah, but I don't know the
Oh,
rules.
I
That's what
did
I should've-
recently have a car accident in the.
I'm sorry,
Costco
you?
park.
Recently.
No, well, like last year. 2 years ago. It was in my old car. So yeah, year and a half to it. I was backing out of a Costco spot I forgot about. There's so many I forget. It's hard. It was
She
like
just
a
has a
fender
pocket
bender.
full.
It was a fender bender. But that's exactly what was happening. I was backing out of my Costco spot, and this young teenager was driving, but I was halfway out of my spot. He's like, well, I forgot when he pulled, like when we were chatting and exchanging
Yeah.
insurance information, he had his mom come because I think he was a new driver. It was probably his first accident. And I know, luckily for him, I was so nice.
You broke him in.
Luckily, you're a seasoned accidenter.
Like, this is what you do. Call your mom right
Don't
away.
worry, I've done this 20 times. You're in good hands.
You're going to be fine. You're still going to get insurance. So I was backing up, but I was halfway out, and he still hit me. So it
Yeah.
ended up being his fault.
For sure. See?
Because I'm like, he's like, but you were whatever. I was going straight. I'm like, but you saw me.
Yeah.
I was already halfway out and you saw me and you
Then
continued.
why did you stop?
Kind of like the pedestrian. You saw the pedestrian,
He
but you still
actively
went
like
forward.
hit
Right.
your car.
Yeah,
Like,
well, I'm
he
guessing
could've
he was
braked.
like looking at his phone or
okay.
got distracted. So,
There's got to be something we can invent that.
yeah, I hope Waymos will be for sale, and my kids could just ride those, and they never have to
Tesla
drive.
is making one for people to buy.
Yeah,
Really.
I mean, I think you should learn. You should know how to drive, but how close? I mean, I
I know.
want
Are
one of those.
driver's license going to be a thing of the past?
I don't know.
Are we
don't
going to
know.
need to know how to drive?
Well, people like who live in
Soon?
big cities like New York and where there's
Well,
big.
people can't afford cars like that.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's like we're still going to have the clunkers and,
Yeah.
and the cars that fly.
But maybe when
waiting
the
for one.
twins are driving, there will be more of
I'm
that.
waiting for a Jetsons moment.
Yeah,
I know.
Jetsons. We were
A lot of
promised
things-
flying
yeah.
cars.
A lot of things
We
haven't
were,
panned out
and
from that
it's
show.
already like 20 years past that.
Yeah.
Like when was the Jetsons set in? Like 2020? Like we should.
I'm sorry. What did you say?
When was the Jetsons set? What time?
Yeah, I think it was like the future.
We're
when it
already
was like
past.
it's the future.
Oh, you're saying what
Yes.
did the Jetsons
What-
say?
She's not
what
saying when was
year?
it created.
What year was it? Did it take place?
I don't know. I wasn't really a Jetsons fan.
Yeah, Jetsons and the Flintstones. What
boring.
opposites?
Yeah, I was more Scooby Doo, Tom and Jerry.
Oh, I loved the Jetsons.
I did love the Jetsons.
Me too. I was looking.
We have the
forward
robots now. Tesla's made the robots, so we're getting there.
to- or the button where you push the food and the meal comes down. I'm still waiting on that one.
Like just to get you ready, the makeup, the hair, the clothes.
Oh yeah.
Oh, like glam will be robotic.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
That would be awesome.
It's coming. It's coming one day. One day.
All right, are we done with all of our dickhead driving stories? Anybody?
I
I don't.
sure
I'm assuming we're not done with all of them. I'm
We're not
pointing
done
at
with all of
Diana.
them, but I will say in high school, my dad had to sue our insurance company because they refused to insure me after the 4 or 5 accidents I had.
I would have been like, she's off the road. If I was your parent, I'd be like, you're done.
Except he was.
Did
he
you have to
worked
call
full
like
time.
the general?
Oh, you didn't have Waymos to drive you?
No, he was like, I can't be driving her to and from school.
You know how
and
many
doing all the things.
Waymos I see at the middle school every
Yeah.
morning? Lots.
I just want to know: are those parents working? Like they work the night shift and they're in an ER doc?
I see one every single day. One pulled in right into the right in front of the office. I'm like, you can't drop off there, Waymo. Just so
or
you know.
is mom or
How
mom and
do
dad
they
sleeping?
know where? How would Waymo
I
know
asked my
where to
kids.
drop off?
Oh, they drop them everywhere. Every road. Like I see them different places every day.
Have you guys ever been in a Waymo? A
No.
Waymo, for the
Bunch.
people who don't know, who aren't from Arizona, it's like a self-driving car.
Yeah, it's
Right,
an
I thought-
autonomous.
Yeah, but
Is,
can you-
Arizona the only place that has
No.
this?
not the only, but the only one who has that brand, I think.
No, they're in California and stuff.
But I think
Waymo.
it's new. Waymo is an Arizona-started company.
But I think they've branched
is
to
it?
California
Oh,
now.
okay. I don't know.
I think
um,
San Francisco. I think they have them now.
oh, they do. That's smart.
Because I think I saw someone post it.
Oh, okay.
I could be wrong.
Very
but-
cool.
Oh yeah, your dad didn't have Waymo back in.
You had to get the
Yeah.
general.
in the
But
90s.
no, I want to know if those kids are the parents.
That's what my
still...
son has. The general.
That's what you have to get if you have a bad driver's record. You have to get the general.
Oh yeah, we didn't have
it's
that.
true. We have the general.
Yeah, because I used to see it so cheap when I was young. I was like, wow, I should get that. And my dad's like, or whoever was like, you don't have that bad of a record yet.
Yet.
It just got better though.
Yeah, you really are a good driver.
I got in some skiffs and buffs in my teenage years, but
Skiffs and buffs.
yeah, those are cool words.
But for how bad of a driver I am a great parker. I will tell you that.
Oh,
I could
I'm a good parker.
par-
She
parallel
does
park.
claim this. I
Oh,
haven't
yeah.
seen it.
I have
but she
made a
can-
Rosh get out of the car so I
Yeah.
could parallel park in California, like at the beach. I'm like,
I'm,
I got
I'm gonna,
this.
I'm
Get
gonna
out.
test her with my Suburban to
Yeah,
parallel park it.
I can parallel park in the Suburban because I have a Suburban, so I'm used to
I
it.
want to see it.
I could do it in your Jeep.
Her.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never
Her.
driven
I wanna
a
see her.
Suburban. So
Well, it's like driving a boat.
yeah, I
Yeah.
don't know. But
I had
that
I
Jeep,
have a
could
Suburban,
parallel park
and
that.
Diana used to say, "You drive this like a Toyota Corolla." I do. I whip into the compact
yeah.
spaces, and I'm not getting a bad space just because I have a big car.
That's right.
That's
Unless you're at Trader
discrimination.
Joe's.
I feel like I don't get it. I feel like Trader Joe's is fine.
You have a good Trader Joe's.
But
You have
you-
a
Oh,
that's right,
decent
that's right.
parking lot.
Yeah.
And it's not great, but it's decent compared
Yeah.
to the other ones.
It's all those California ones that have the compact, tiny car.
Oh, I never
ones.
went. Oh, yeah, I never went to Trader Joe's in California. So yeah,
All right.
that's that.
Let's wrap this up. Unless
Who-
anyone
you know
has
what I
anything
hate?
else.
What's the?
Oh,
Who is
You
it?
go.
Oh, it's me. I'm
you.
sorry. Okay, so you know what I hate? It kind of goes along with the driving episode. When you are in a parking lot and you're walking to your store, like
not
let's-
even in a park. Oh, okay.
Whatever,
I get what
wherever.
you're saying.
please do not 3 in a row it or 2 in a row it.
You can't go
Single line
tandem.
it,
You got to
folks.
drop down, single file.
Single file and off to one side or
Are
the
you talking
other.
about like a sidewalk?
Anywhere.
No, I'm
are we
talking
talking
about,
about?
a parking lot. Well, I hate this. I'm driving and I got to wait for these 3 slow ass people who are all in a row to get to the Target door. And I can't go because they won't single file it and move to the side. They're in the middle of the road at the grocery store. Oh my God, there's so many people that just walk down the middle of the aisle.
I find that at like sidewalks or at the mall.
For
You know, the
yes,
mall has
the
narrow.
mall.
Oh, the mall.
You know, I mean, read the mall, read the room.
Be aware of your
Yeah.
surroundings and people and be considerate.
It's so inconsiderate.
But it's
I
like
hate
those-
it.
It's like,
Parents
do you not
never
see a
told
car
those-
waiting? Do you
Yeah.
not see a car waiting for you?
I get that my
I
Tesla
rush.
is really
Yeah, me
quiet, so if I'm behind somebody, but I'm in a parking lot. I'm aware of my surroundings. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, there's a car behind us. And I
Hurry.
always tell my kids, like, if we're at the
I'm like,
grocery
hurry!
store and there's another cart coming down the aisle and they're standing in the middle, I'm like, single file it, kids, single file it. Someone's coming. You know, I mean,
I think you learn that in kindergarten. They teach you
everything you
single
need
file.
to know, you learn in kindergarten.
That's like the first
Single
thing, or
file it.
preschool even.
Yeah. Hold the bubble.
Yeah.
What else? It's bikers, bicycles.
Oh, like the
It's
bike lane?
Cyclists.
Cyclists. Well, I hate them. You know what? Just get a stationary bike and get out of my face.
Yeah.
You know, I'm so
Or
tired
go,
of bicycles
don't
on the
ride
road.
your bike on Scottsdale Road.
have a
go
lot
to
in
the
Arizona.
mountains. Throw
Yeah.
that bike on your.
Go to what are
Well,
those?
that's different. That's
that's
mountain biking.
Okay, or go to a
Well,
desolate
there's-
road. I don't
well,
know.
Like even over by you, Diana, there's like the sidewalks, the little
Like
you
the
know,
green belts
What
and
do you call it?
things
Yeah, and they have
and we
go
do have quite a
there.
few green belts.
No,
here.
Yeah.
what is the deal? Why do they have to be on the road? And why do this sometimes they don't even use the bicycle lane?
Oh my God.
Why
I
are
don't
they
know.
in the road?
That really
They
bugs me.
literally think they're
Yeah.
a car, or they'll be like in the left-hand lane. There'll be a cyclist in the left-hand
Yeah.
lane turning left in the left-hand lane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With the cars.
It's so dangerous.
What is that?
It's so deep. There are people like me on the road. You are
Good point.
Ride your bike at your
Bicyclists-
own risk.
You know, remember Diana's out there.
Don't be driving around in
There's a
Phoenix
Get
lot
or
of
outta here.
Dianas,
Scottsdale.
and people are so distracted driving these days.
Oh my God.
So distracted.
So bad. There were, I think it was Whitney Cummings. I don't remember. It was a female comedian, and I don't remember who it was. But anyway, she said, you know, they say don't text and drive and stuff. She goes, but I feel like I got it. You know, it was funny. You know, she's like, nothing's going to happen. But I feel like people really do think like that.
Yeah.
They're like, nothing's going to happen to me.
Like this one shouldn't be texting while she's
I
driving.
don't
I
think
really
she does.
don't. Every once in a while at a light, I'll check, but
That's
I can
good.
do it all
That's
through
good.
my
She
car.
can
I
do-
can talk
yeah.
text.
That's
through my
good
car.
news.
Yeah, mine is talk to text too, most of the time.
Mine is too.
But, you know, anyway, everybody drive better,
Yeah.
do better.
If you're going to be a dickhead, at least have good stories. That's all I got. That's how I want to wrap up this episode.
You are a funny driver, Diana. Okay, and with this, I have a poo formation. I think it kind of goes along with this. If you can't get your shit together, go for a walk. How's that?
Yeah.
All
Not
right.
behind Shelly's car, though.
No, or 3 in a row.
Yeah.
So, please like our Instagrams, our TikToks, our YouTubes. Download our episodes,
Yeah,
our
listen.
past episodes. If you haven't heard our past episodes, they're pretty good. You can even just skip the first one. That's just an introduction.
Yeah.
That's true.
Go to all the
Which,
other
oddly
ones.
enough, is our most downloaded
It's our
episode.
most downloaded. And then the second one is the sad one, the
Cheer.
NCA.
Yeah.
You know, so if you want a little light in your life, you know.
Mom fights and pranks are,
Yeah,
I think, the
sure.
ones we had the most fun
Somebody
recording.
just commented to me the other day that their favorite so far is colonics.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
That one is good. It's funny.
It was a
And
cheer
that's
mom.
my third favorite. But I
Yeah.
got to say pranks, maybe
Pranks is
because I think
hilarious.
they're so funny. Yeah, and some people like to accuse us of pranks that we didn't do.
Oh,
Yeah, but
snap.
you like that.
It's a gift
Don't
to
you
be
like-
pranked by us.
It
a
is
gift.
a gift to be pranked. Like Diana said, if you are pranked by us or by just her, it's because she
It's
loves
'cause I
you.
really-
she doesn't say I love you, so that's her I love you.
It's because I want to make you laugh.
or make you laugh. Maybe she
Yeah.
doesn't even love you. She just likes you.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it is a gift. I
It is a
agree.
gift.
Because we're not doing anything mean. We're not
No,
smashing
not
their
leaving a flaming
head-
bag of poo on your doorstep.
Yet.
yet. Yes.
That's old news.
Remember, that's the business if you want
Oh, we do need
us
to
to
do that.
tell somebody they're a piece of poo.
Oh, yeah.
let us know.
As soon as we get our logo squared away.
Oh yeah, we're
getting
looking
some
for a
letterhead.
logo. Does anybody know how to do a really good logo? Give me a call. Anyway, you guys, don't be shit apple. Don't
Yes.
raise shit apples. And anything
And watch
else?
us on YouTube. You can actually watch the show and you can subscribe.
Yeah, please subscribe.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
All right.
Bye.
That's a wrap.
Bye.